Everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Be So Light. I am Felicia, as well as Niana, as well as Priestess Makala. You pick and choose, it still comes back to me. All right, lovelies. So let's talk about something. One of the things that I've noticed in some of the work that I'm doing with the Spiral Light healing is doing some elemental work. Now, last year, I brought in the element of different type of metals, brass, copper, silver, gold, bringing that in to heal the body and working with that. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be one of those kind of videos that I kind of put a different assortment of goodies in here, so pay attention. So that's been working for people. Then I started putting in the elements of water, fire, earth, the ether. The fifth element is ether. I started putting more of that incorporated into the Spiral Light healing. And one of my clients really experienced something unique. And I was just like, whoa. And she says, I'm still experiencing it. I'm still having all this clearing coming out of my body and da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, this is good. I like it. I like it. I like it. So sometimes when we're doing our healing work and our healing modalities and we're thinking, oh, this is how I'm doing my work today, or this is how I'm showing up, and this is what I specialize in. This is it. You have to remember, as you evolve and as you change, your work becomes enhanced. Different type of things become enhanced in what you're doing. So, and that's the way it should be. That's the way your work needs to be recognized. How you're doing your work, and how you are growing is how your work expands into different levels of clearing abilities. So I said, this is really cool. I like this. I like this. So then I got myself settled in last night, and how you kind of putz around. I'm in winter solstice mode. I kind of putz around, tinkering with this, tinker that, blah, 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 not just kind of being in between and cultivating different energies, kind of coming up with different things. So I'm doing my thing, and I click on this movie. It had Nicolas Cage in it. Now you can find this movie on Tubi. It's called Pay the Ghost. Pay the Ghost. And I was like, So it's kind of interesting. I came in on the tail end of it, and I was like, well, what the heck? So let me look it up. So I was on Plex. I looked it up. It was on Tubi. So I went over to Tubi, and I watched it from beginning to end. I was like, shut up. Now, this movie is strictly for people who like to decode symbolism in a movie. This was on point. I was just like, shut up. So you have to pay attention to it because it's all about bridges. It's all about portals. It's all about pay attention to the numbers on the doors. That's the number one thing I look at when I'm watching movies is I look at the apartment numbers on doors. And you see how they hide the codes, like the 6 and the occult, this unseen things. That's what occult stands for. Things that are unseen, that you normally would not see, but are hidden, the hidden knowledge, the hidden things. So I said, interesting. Okay, he got 6 on it. I was just following through the movie. And then started paying attention to why this was happening around Halloween. These children would come up missing. And I thought that was really keen. Pay attention to how I just said that. The children would come up missing around Halloween. Maybe it's not just a movie. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Nicolas Cage was trying to tell us something in this movie. You have to watch it because it really does make you sit back and say, "Holy Toledo, what was going on?" And you have to remember you're watching a movie that's dimensional. It's dimensional. It's kind of like a little bit of Poltergeist, kind of like a little bit of um there's other movies that's related to it. But you'll see what I mean. You need to watch it. It's a good movie to watch. Um Totally full of symbolism. And then after I watched that, it was great. And I went back and I looked at my short and saw how I was doing, and it had 110 likes. So then this morning I got up and I clicked on it to see if it budged. And I guess it gets capped at a certain amount, it caps it off. And I saw that someone retracted their like on the video. And so I sat there and I kind of thought about it. And I said, oh, this person probably realized that I wasn't with, pay attention to what I'm saying, with the planet curriculum. I'm not with the planet curriculum down here, believing in false light, believing in the man made, orchestrated religion compound stuff. I'm not down with that. I'm all about the truth. I'm all about the divine light. I'm all about the divine source, Mother, Father, God, the creator. So I said, this person probably just judged me for it. They were fine with what they were seeing in the short, but then when they probably clicked on to see who I was, they weren't okay with that. This message is something that everybody needs to be okay with. You're not always going to fit in to everybody else's curriculum. I sure to hell do not. I don't fit in with the regular human way of doing things. You know, there comes a time you got to kind of break the rules. You got to break outside the box. And I do that. And boy, do I stir up some feathers. Do I rough up some people's emotions because I don't think and function like they do. I don't follow their belief pattern. No, I don't. I'm me. You are you. That's it. In a nutshell, period. Any questions? And I say that because there comes a time when you get tired of thinking that you're supposed to impress people or fit in with what they want you to look like for them so they can feel comfortable around you for them. I'm me, you're you. That's all there is to this. If I don't like something that you're doing, or if you're starting to feel like you're cramming something down my throat, I will conveniently say, you know what? Thank you for the information, but have a wonderful day. Bye. I'm beyond all that. I really am. As we move up higher in our frequencies of ourselves, and this is why the purge is happening, it's purging us out of old belief and limitations. It's purging us out of things that are not true in essence, true in its divine fashion. And here's my new rule for this year and to follow. If it's not divine and it doesn't come from a place of love, I don't have a use for it. And I don't need to be a part of it. You know, and I'm talking about when we are out in the world and we're working at the jobs, we're going into schools and trying to learn and to better ourselves. I'm talking about group energy. I'm talking about these places where we go and our energy is either being paid for or some kind of exchange is coming out of it, or maybe not even any exchange. Hell, just giving of yourself and doing something, and people still act like they can't even be really thankful for what you do for them. You know, there's people that surprise me all the time when they tell me how they feel after they have their treatment, or thank you so much. And I always stand back in a deep gratitude with that. And it always gets me here in my heart, and always makes me feel like, wow, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm on the right track. But then you get the ones that just want to drain the life force out of you. Don't even care to really give a thanks for what you do. And those are the ones that disappoint me the most, because you see the energy of it and it's like, really? You're going to be like that in this day of time? You're still holding on to that? You're still operating from that kind of template and that timeline of self? You're still doing that? Really? You're not stepping up in yourself? You're still holding on to that belief? You obviously haven't done your research. You obviously don't know the truth. You're capped at that. You're stuck at that level. To get unstuck now requires us to look beyond what we have been taught, what we have been told. I've said to myself this year, I said, you know what? This is the year that I'm not going to be jumping into a lot of workshop stuff. Because if I take your workshop and I fork down money and it doesn't give me the end result of what I'm looking for, I'm not going to pay any more money for your workshops. And that's it for everything across the board. We are all about, right now in this day of time, results. Not no half penny ass stuff. Not no temporary, oh, just a little sprinkle of this and that. No, 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 no. If you're saying that you're bringing the whole kit and caboodle, I better be having the kit and caboodle results. And with Spiral Light, you get the result. The only time you will not get your full results is if you're on drugs and you're not being truthful and honest to yourself and truthful with the practitioner and letting them know. And you have an addiction issue that is keeping you from that you're not ready to heal yet. And that's okay. That's your journey. That's okay. Hi, lovely. That's okay. But here's the thing. You will not fit into everybody's curriculum. In those days of us thinking, oh, this person doesn't like me because I don't go to church every Sunday, or I don't do that. I remember how I used to always beat myself up because people are saying, "Oh, do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus? Yeah. Oh, you mean the real one? Yes." Screw them up every time I do that. You mean the real one? Yeah, I believe in all that. But I'm tired of people holding that as the be all everything of life, because it's not. Look around. What's the truth? What's the false light, and what is the true light? That's what's happening right now. The false light creates a distraction, makes you stay stuck in stuff, makes you stay in limited beliefs, makes you never get out of that freaking box because of fear. It keeps you there. The divine light is all about expansion, awareness, truth, standing yourself, and you fight for yourself of that light, and you don't let anyone take your light away. You don't let anyone guilt you out of your light, shame you out of your light, give you anxiety and depression out of your light. You don't let anybody do that to you. You don't let anyone hold you hostage about being in your light of who you are. And that means representing, and that means standing in your truth. And that means speaking your truth. And sometimes we're put in situations where you might have to just say, you know what, I'm sorry. I disagree. You have every right to have your belief, but here is how I see things, and this is my belief. And if it doesn't suit how you feel about because of how I believe, then so be it. But you know what? I'm not shutting myself down and shrinking down to try to fit into what you want me to look like for you because it has to make you feel comfortable to socialize with me. Hi, darling. You hear what I'm saying? A lot of healers and a lot of way showers go through this. And if you're just waking up and you went through a near death experience, you went through something horrific, a tremendous loss in your life, and now you're in the dark night of the soul energy and you don't know which way is up, which way is down, which way is sideways. You're being hit with all of this. And if you're in a 9 year of your birthday, oh God, that's rip up time. That's let's start over time. That's like get rid of the old time. All of that's coming up. This workshop stuff, I say that because I found myself last year, some of them panned out really well to work with business because I really want to make sure I do a good thing, presenting good material for people for learning and healing themselves. I'm all about that. But there are just some people, they always cultivate this energy. Come join my workshop, you're gonna da 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 da, but you don't get the results. They get the results because they're getting your money. Yeah, they're living a life. They're getting they're getting the money. Oh, but you can live the life too. Yeah, really. And I'm talking about some of these workshops that come off with the feeling of, oh, okay, if I sign up for this, I get this, and then when you get in there and find out, oh no, in order for you to get this, you got to take this and have this and do this. Next thing you know, it's almost $4,000, $5,000. Serious. So no, 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 no. If I ever do a teaching and workshops or something, it's always going to be about the end result. You're going to get the end result. What are you looking for? How you want to heal? This is what I mean by clearing. This is what I mean by if we're stuck in energy that's making you feel stuck, that's making you feel like, what's happening to me? This is where we kind of dissect and move through and kind of just look at, okay, what's the pattern here? What do I need to shift out of? Sometimes we have to do our own work. We have to start with our own curriculum. What did we actually sign up for when we came down here? What was our curriculum? What was our soul curriculum? Sit with that. That's a little bit juicy, right? Makes you think. Was it really your curriculum to think that because you went to school and studied this, that's what your life is going to be like the rest of your life? Was it really your curriculum to think that you went to this job and you're going to be there at that job this whole time so you can get your pension, so you can get all this stuff, da, 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 da. Because those days are far in between. We're approaching on such a new dawn of being and stepping into a new awakening of awareness. I want you to think about this. When we talk about DNA, we talk about chromosomes and coming online and awakening ourselves, and it means that a light, a vibration, you've reached another level where you can actually open your eyes more and see more around you than what you were seeing before. On third dimension timelines, it's like this. That's why everyone's always wearing sunglasses. Those movie stars, they're always wearing glasses during their own damn concert. What's wrong with them? Are they the real one? Are they the real person? Or is it an imitation? Are they just mimicking? You know what I'm saying? So, this is a time where you don't sit back and try to fit in. As you get a little older, you're the wise one. You have the wisdom. You're walking with that. And it requires you to step fully 100% in your power. And that's what it is. Clones. No, there ain't no maybe about it. Clones for sure. Come on. I used to think about, wow, they have to travel a lot. How do they go and do a show in Spain? And wow, now they're in LA doing a show there. Wow, they're traveling. Oh, no, hell no. They got clones all of themselves all over the place. People just don't know that's what they are. That's what you're paying for. Isn't that sad? There's so much trickery. Darn. Oh, well. Anyway. I want to make sure that all of you understand this. We are approaching some very interesting energy that's coming up on the 11th. Now, we're already in it. Started on the 8th, yesterday. So now we're full blown in this wave of the energy that's moving to help you cultivate, to help you grow, to help you really feel inspired. When you're inspired, that means you're in spirit. What are you being inspired by? Okay, what is calling to you? To really think about that. I'm going to stay on this because I gave someone a mission to do. If this beloved one is watching me, he had a mission to do. I did not get a response of what that video was, of what the homework assignment was that he was supposed to complete. So here's the thing. If I ever give you a mission to complete and you accept it, I expect you to have it completed and rain, shine it all over the place. Because you accepted it. Because you took it. Because you're going to stand in your creative energy and create that. I like to give people pushes and nudges. Go forward and do it. I want you to do it because I see the potential in you. I see what you can do. I see your light. I see you. I see you. Even if I haven't met you in person, I see it. I see and I feel it. And I give you a little nudge like, do it. If I give you a nudge and then you decide you're going to not go, you're going to put the brakes on. And then you're going to negotiate with yourself. Wait a minute now. Wait, I might not want to do this. I don't have everything in place yet. I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys something. This is divine magic. Divine magic. I want you to go there. You know how you go online and say like you're going to book yourself an appointment for something and you really want to do it. So you go online and then that date is no longer there because you were trying to get everything lined up so you could pay for it, but now it's not there. It's gone. So now it looks like you got to wait another 2 weeks before you can even sign up to do this because you missed an opportunity to do it on the day that you wanted to do it on. What if I told you? What if you could change that? And you said no to what you saw. You said, no, that's not what I want. I'm not going to settle for that. I'm not going to settle. What if I told you that? Don't settle. A lot of us see, you'll go in and go book yourself for something and you say, oh, that date's gone. Oh, shoot, I just had to wait a few minutes or so before I could go and I needed to, have the extra time to go sign up for it. But, I didn't have my money lined up just yet and I just got it and I wanted to pay for it, but it's not there now. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you. This is called jumping timelines. So I had an incident where there was something I wanted, and I wanted to do it, and I wanted to have it before Friday for my birthday. And it's huge. I just really wanted to have this. And when I went online to go sign up for it to book an appointment with this person, the time was gone. Hi, mamas. And I couldn't get it. And I said, damn. And so I rolled down, and the next available time with this individual was 2 weeks later on the 24th. I was like, no. So the old self, this is how you know you're moving into that higher self connection. Now, your old self will negotiate with you and tell you, oh, oh, okay, fine. I'll just settle. That's not and this is what you're saying. That's not exactly what I really wanted. That's not the day. I really wanted this day. I really wanted the 10th, but I don't really want to wait till the 24th. Okay. Do you follow what I'm saying? What I'm saying? A lot of us do this to ourselves. But what if I told you what you saw there? What if you took the extra step and say, no, no, that's not what I want. I'm going to email this person right now and see if I can get in on the day that I want. Because that's what I want. That's what I desire. I don't want to have to settle for another day. I'm going to go ahead and change. I'm not settling. You see the difference what I'm doing? I'm not settling. I am not settling. I'm going to change it. So I emailed the person. Hi, I just wanted to check in. I really wanted to have an appointment on this day. I see that day is gone. I really wanted to know if there was any way that you could see me on this week, this day, before this timeline, da 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 da. Please let me know. And I said, this is done. That's going to open up for me right now. I'm not waiting. See what I just did? I said, I'm not waiting. So now the universe, okay, bear with me. I'm going to imitate your guides in the universe. Oh, you're not going to wait. No, I'm not waiting. Oh, wow, look at this. She's not going to wait. This is going to be different. She's not going to wait for us. Okay, well, you guys, everything's changed. So let's step in. Let's go ahead and help her get this put together. Let's go ahead and assist this and make this happen because she just stated she's not going to wait. And then one of your guys has been with you forever sitting back and saying this. Oh, well, you mean she didn't do the negotiating thing and talk herself out of it and settle? And then your rest of your team says, no, she actually changed. She actually said, no, that wasn't good enough. And then your member sits back and says again, what do you mean? She didn't settle. She always settles. She never changes it. She always just takes whatever. I said, no. This time she changed it. She said that wasn't good enough for her. And then they say, wow, I do see there's been an expansion here. I do see there's been a change in awareness. And then the whole divine team, your universal team comes in and said, she didn't settle. She didn't settle. No. So she changed it all. She changed it all. I said, that's just growth. Yes. Advancement. And then you get your angels that come in. And then can you imagine Archangel Michael coming in and Uriel, because Uriel is the angel of miracles. Uriel is one that you always call in when you need that miracle. And Uriel standing there in all their glory and saying, you mean I wasn't needed? She made this decision on her own. I didn't have to come in as the miracle. And then Michael comes in and says, I didn't have to go fight and battle for her to make sure she would know that she's worthy of having this. I didn't have to go fight for her. And then Uriel says, well, I know you like to fight and do everything, put down all the darkness and stuff so things can move through. But I'm always the miracle one. I get there on the last minute, the last second, and make that change. And she did this on her own. And then Source Divine, Mother God comes in, Mother and Father. All the glory and the light comes in, and they say, because she realized she is a creator being of divine light. She has awakened to know that. And everybody stands up there and they applaud you. They say, good job, good job. They're looking down there saying, good job, good job. And then you get the email that says, yes, actually, I can open that day up for you because nobody actually booked on that day. And I actually can see you on the 10th. Thank you, done, paid, sent, booked, in. The reason why I share that with you is because a lot of times what happens, we think when something comes our way, we think that's it. There's no other outcome. We have to take what we're given. But what if I told you, you don't have to accept that? You get an opportunity in a split second, 7 seconds, to change it at a fraction hair of a moment. 7 seconds is all you need to change it. To say yes to something that's more aligned to you than settling and being stuck in energy that you didn't originally want in the first place. Thank you so much for the love. This is the truth of it. And the reason why I say this is because there's so many of us, we stay stuck in the negotiation of belief, of energy that we say to ourselves because we think that's it. We think this is it. It's never going to get better. I remember, and I love you. I love you, my divine mother. I love my mother. But I remember when I was younger, and this is why generational healing and ancestral healing is so important to me. Because if we don't clear those traumas, those emotions that you were witness to when you were younger, you're carrying that. And this is infiltrating your life on some kind of level. It's showing up. And I remember my mom, one day she had just, and a lot of women at a young age go through this. They got the kids, they're the moms. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. When your mom just, she had everything going on. The phone was ringing, the laundry was going, someone was running around in dirty diapers. She's trying to get the meal on. The husband's going to be home soon. She's feeling stressed out. And she finally just lets out this scream because a bill is due and didn't have the money to pay it just yet. And then she sits down on the edge of a couch and she's boiling, just bawling her eyes out, saying, it's just it. It's just what life is. It's just it. How many of you have sat back and just said, it's just it? It's just what my life really is. It's just all? It's just everything? No, this isn't everything. This is just the beginning of what you can say yes to and what you can say no to. 7 seconds to make a change. 7 seconds. Fraction. And I just remember seeing my mom sitting there crying. And I remember she had a dish towel on her shoulder. My brother was crying. She was stressed out. And I remember she was in the kitchen. She was trying to get the meal going. My dad was going to be home soon. Some kind of bill came in. Everything. We weren't like a struggling family, but my mom was just like, she was in that stress. And I just remember she took her hands and slammed it down into the dishwasher of the water. She had drawn water into the sink and she slammed her hands down in. Water went everywhere, bubbles went everywhere. And I remember she just sat down and she started crying. She said, "It's just it. It's just it. It's only it if you say this is all that you ever deserve in life. Then yeah, that will just be it. Because that's all that you're aligning yourself with." That was a huge picture for me. And in my times of growing in life, that is something I never wanted to have to ask myself, is this it? Is that it? Is this all? Is this all my life is ever going to be? Am I only just going to be a nurse trying to figure out how to help people and constantly working myself to death for pennies on a dollar and doing all this overtime trying to get ahead and it's never going to be enough because I'm draining myself to death? Whatever career you pick and choose, we sit back and say, is this it? No, it's not it. Because you have that second to change it. And there's so many of us who have witnessed that in someone that we love, someone we watch, we saw that. So today, in the ending of this message, I want to invite each and every one of you to sit back and just say, where is it that you really want to be happy? And I want you to just feel it. I want you to pretend like you see yourself having it and you're already in it. Just think it. I don't need you to dwell on it. I don't need you to go all cuckoo cocoa puffs over it. But I just want you to just switch gears and see yourself in a different timeline. And then what I want you to do is take that outline of yourself and match it up to the true timeline you really want to be in. Because that's exactly what I did today. I said no to the 24th, and I said, no, I originally wanted the 10th. And that's what I'm having. And I got it, regardless of what the little AI computer and schedule thing said. I said, no, I'm going to bump up against it. Sorry, that's not a part of my curriculum. Nope. What is your divine curriculum for you? That's everyone's homework assignment today. What does your divine curriculum look like? So that you don't have to be stuck, so that you have that clearing and you get your clear information. What's it look like? Because it's time out for blaming, staying stuck, being a victim, thinking that you're never going to get ahead, thinking that this is it, talking ourselves out of our dreams. That's all old timeline stuff. We can't do that anymore. This is a game changer time. And whatever you sit with today, this is the homework, this is the mission. Okay, hold on a second. I'm about to get Mission Impossible on everybody here. Hold on, wait a minute. Hello, this is Mission Impossible. If you decide to accept this mission today, I would like for you to fulfill it. The mission is, what is your divine curriculum? What is it that will have you be truly connected and happy? And are you willing to be committed to it? Are you willing to be one with it? Are you willing to marry your divine purpose? That is the mission. Because you can no longer settle for anything. If you accept this mission, you have to do the homework assignment today, which means you sit with yourself and you say no to which doesn't align with you anymore, and you say yes to what feels good. What feels good here? What puts a smile on your face? What makes your heart get happy? What makes you light up? What gets you out of the freaking bed because you can't wait to go do it? Not laying in the bed, thinking of how you can call in sick. Can't come in today. I'm so sorry. I'm not feeling divinely aligned. You know? I'm just saying, if you accept this mission, and all the rest of you that come on, you see this video, guess what? This is your homework assignment. You have to complete it. And that means being real with yourself. That means giving yourself permission to say yes to something. And the reason why I'm having you really anchor in today is because you're going to walk with this energy and it's going to take you into the 11th. So you'll come into the 11th doorway and go, boom, I'm here. This is what I'm aligning with. When you stand in your power, your divine power, and you say yes, that's what aligns with you. If you compromise yourself and you stay stuck in that compromising position, that's all you're going to keep getting is compromise. There are some situations that are challenging, but it's really about opening yourself up for that divine alignment so that you can align. Does that make sense? All right. I'm going to pull a card today. I was really, what? I'm sorry, you guys. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. Love it, love it, love it. Cool. Oh, you know what? On Saturday, I have a treat at noon. I'm going to finalize the booking with Dewan Washington. Now, Dewan Washington and I go way back. We go way back. Dewan Washington and I go way back. We go back to 1996, 97, 96, when I first met him. And I want you to be ready for that. I'll put up the advertisement. It's going to be noontime Pacific time over here on Saturday. And I'm going to have an interview with him. His specialty is all about healing. He is a very well known psychic and he specializes in things that should not be hanging around you. That's his specialty. And he's very, very close to the angels, working with the divine angels, you know. So he's always been a part of my life, and no matter what we're doing, no matter where he's traveling in the world, where he's going to, or what, we always do find time to connect and check in with each other. And it's always like, those friends you have, you don't have to always be talking to them all the time. Months can go by and you still can pick up the phone and say, hey, what you doing? And it's like, hey, no problems. What's going on? What are you doing? You know? So I will be interviewing him on Saturday, the 13th. Pay attention to that, the 13th. All right. One card pull for today, and I have to run. I'm so sorry because I have so much work I still have to do. I don't think I have to say anything more. There you go. Look at that. Privilege. Privilege. What are you giving yourself the privilege to do? Shut the door, open the gates, What are you giving yourself privilege to do? Can't make this stuff up. And this came out of the sheet you wrote. Privilege. What are you giving yourself privilege to do? What's the privilege? So on the 11th, I will be here after I think I do my treatment. Yeah, I think it's my acupuncture treatment. After I'm done with that, I will be on and I will pull cards for the new moon. If you're interested in that, you come on and meet me here and I'll pull some cards so you can have an anchoring for the new moon. All right. But your homework assignment is, what is your divine curriculum that you're saying yes to? Period. That's what you have to sign up for. All right. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Be soul light. Be in your light. Be divine. Remember who you are. Remember how sacred you are. And remember your divine team is with you. You got to ask so they can help you, because they do follow the laws of free will. It's free will if you want to stay stuck. It's free will if you want to free yourself. And it's free will if you know you're privileged to be divinely who you are. There you go. Enjoy your day. Much love to all of you. Bye.